Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are here to chat about some makeup items that have been a bit neglected in my makeup collection. These are products that I need to brush the dust off of. I need to pull them out of retirement. I need to put them to use, and honestly I need to decide, is it something I'm going to keep in my collection or is it time to pass them on because I'm just not using them. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K Bella fam. But why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so let me start with the product that actually gave me the inspiration for this video. I was watching, oh gosh, who was I watching? I don't even remember, but someone was talking about a lipstick, a matte lipstick, and they were saying they don't like the matte lipsticks that like tug on your lips, and I instantly thought of this Melt Cosmetics palette. It's not a palette. And I instantly thought of this Melt Cosmetics lipstick. We'll put the name right over here. But I purchased this wanting to try more from Melt, thinking, oh my gosh, this is absolutely stunning. And I really do, oh, it smells good. It even smells good. I really do like the shade. Here's the shade right here. However, the reason why I don't wear this more, I mean, this is a Kelly shade. Like, I could totally see myself wearing this. The reason why I don't wear this more is I remember this being a matte lipstick that was so tuggy on my lips. Like, I just remember dragging it across my lips, and for that reason, I haven't worn it in forever. So it's still super cute. I love the packaging. I love the shade. I love the design on the lipstick. I need to decide, are we gonna keep it or are we going to move on? I have not tried it in so long, like months. Like, I don't even remember when this was released, but like I wore it a couple times after it was released and then I haven't since. So that is the inspiration behind this video. And when I was thinking about that one, I was like, what other lip products do I have in my collection that I never use? And honestly, this one from Juvia's Place. This is the hashtag 2020 lipstick. I got this over a year ago. Again, it's a shade that I feel like is right up my alley. You can see very similar. Like, this is a Kelly type of shade. This lipstick is a little bit creamier. It didn't tug on the lips. I do enjoy this actual lipstick, but I just find that I'm never reaching for it. Like, I purchased it, I wore it in a couple videos, and then that was it. I'm not using it. So if I'm not using it, why do we have it, kind of thing. So those are two lipsticks that I need to like brush the dust off. I need to wear these. I need to figure out if I want to keep them. And I'm not a huge gloss fan, but I know so many people rave about the Fenty gloss bombs that I got this one in Baby Brute in like a holiday kit. It wasn't this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. So it's over a year old. It, you know, it doesn't smell bad. It's just like a clear gloss, you know? There's like a little bit of a peachy tint here, but this is something that I would wear over like a colored lip liner or maybe over this lipstick here if it's super tuggy. I like it just fine. I just find that when I'm going for lip glosses, like this isn't the one that I'm reaching for. And this came in a set of like 3 or 4, and this is the only one that I have now. So I kind of need to decide, like, is it worth keeping in my collection? Because if so, I need to use it. It's probably already expired. It says 12-month shelf life, but we'll still give it a go. Am I going to keep it, or is this something that I need to, like, you know, retire out of my collection? Then I have the highlighter that I am wearing today that I busted out of retirement. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. I love, love, love with my whole heart my Natasha Denona Super Glow in the shade Fair. Hands down, favorite highlighter of all time. I have a dip in it. I love it so much. This one is more golden and it's a little bit deeper. Now I can still wear it, and I actually put it on today because I'm very pale, okay? I'm a pale redhead, but being that I'm in Texas, it's summertime, I've been outside more, I am an elementary school teacher, we've been out at recess, so I do have a little bit of color. So I was like, ooh, like the golden shift might be pretty on my deeper skin. This isn't something that I would bust out in the winter. So this was a beautiful highlighter. I actually had this one first before my Natasha Denona Super Fair, and I did really enjoy this formula. I love the Natasha Denona highlighters. I just haven't reached for this one since getting the other one. So I thought, let me pull it out. Let's break it out. Let's see what we think. If I'm gonna use it, summer's gonna be the time. So throwing this one in here as well. Then we have some eyeshadow palettes and some face palettes. We'll go with the face palettes first. We're like working in reverse order from how I put my makeup on, I feel like. But I need to use this Jouer Champagne and Macarons Sweet Cheeks palette. I have not used this very much since picking it up. And I don't think I got it in the fall, but maybe the year before. I got this during a Sephora VIB sale, but I don't feel like it was, maybe it was the fall. Maybe I'm thinking of the spring sale. I definitely didn't get this in the spring. I might have gotten this in the fall. Okay, so this is what it looks like right here. Oh, I just put my finger in the bronzer. It comes with, here we go. It comes with this bronzer right here in Suntan, this citrine highlighter, which I feel like used to be so raved about on YouTube, and then two blushes. I don't use this one a ton. It reminds me of that NARS blush where it's pink with a little bit of a golden shift, but I do like this blush in Romance Me. I loved this palette when I was watching videos. I heard such good things about it. It looked like a great palette. It looked like I would get some use out of it. I've been wanting to try the citrine highlighter, and then I purchased it and I've worn it a few times, but I really don't bring it out that much. And I mean, I was even watching, I think it was Samantha March, and she like hit pan on this bronzer shade right here, and she like never hits pan on anything because she's so light-handed like myself. And I was like, you know what? I need to break this out more. I just feel like I don't think of these blushes. It would really be these two shades that I'm reaching for, but I need to break it out. I need to decide if it's something I want to keep. Do I want to pass it along? You know, I wanted to try citrine for so long, and I wanted this palette for so long that it's a shame that I haven't really put it to good use. So we are breaking this bad boy out. Speaking of Samantha March, I'm also putting her palette in collaboration with Ofra Cosmetics and Life's a Draft in here. Now, I have to be 100% honest, okay? I'm not putting this in here for the eyeshadow shades, and I probably will not be reaching for the eyeshadow shades. I don't like them. I'm not a huge fan of the Ofra eyeshadow formula. It's nothing against Sam. I don't think I like the formula of these eyeshadows. They're more like, the satins are more like, they don't pack a punch. They're a little bit lighter. I feel like a lot of the looks I created were the same. The reason why I want to break this out is for these three face shades down here. This is the matte shade in her River Bronzer. I did declutter the River Bronzer, which was half matte, half shimmer, because I felt like it was very warm. So I'm interested in just trying the matte alone. You can see I've used it and trying to decide if it's worth me keeping this palette to have this bronzer. I haven't used this blush a ton, but I did really like this highlighter. I remember enjoying the highlighter, but if that's the only thing out of this entire palette that I'm using, what does that say? You know? So I'm breaking this out for these three shades down here. I will keep this entire palette if I'll use all three of these shades, but if I feel like I'm not gonna use them, then I don't wanna keep it just for the highlighter alone. Or honestly, I mean, if I pass it along to a friend, I could just always pop the highlighter out and keep that as a single, but then am I really gonna use it? You know, that's the question. Am I really gonna use it? But I wanted to support Sam. I've been following her for years. I was super excited she did this collab with Ofra. I just find that I'm not reaching for that palette, so we need to break that out. Then I have two eyeshadow palettes. I probably could have put so many more in here, but there are two eyeshadow palettes that I pulled out that I feel like I should love. They're color stories that I love. The formula's fine. I should love these, and I'm neglecting them. First up is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes. I heard my friend Britt Clark talking about this a couple years ago. I decided to pick it up. She was like, Kelly, I think you're gonna love it. This is such a you palette. I mean, look at the color story. It's a Kelly palette. I picked it up, I used it a couple times, and then it just didn't blow me away. The mattes were great. I think it's the shimmers that didn't blow me away. I just feel like they didn't really pack a large punch. And while this palette was good and I enjoyed it, I had others that I liked more. So I want to bring it out again. It's been a while since I've worn it. It's been a while since I've used it. I want to bring it out and I want to like really put it to use like over a period of time and then really decide how I feel about it. So we are going to break that one out. The other one is the Sigma Ambiance palette. When I purchased this palette, I was hoping that it would take the place of my Modern Renaissance palette because my Modern Renaissance palette is used and abused, okay? We have pan in it, it's getting older, and I thought, you know what, this is a great array of neutral shades. I like how you have little quads that help you figure out colors that could go together. I've heard such good things about the Sigma formula, and I wanted to give this palette a go. I created 3 looks with it, and then after that, I maybe used it once or twice, and then it just sat on this bookshelf right here, never to be used again. And it's one of those palettes where I tell myself like, Kelly, you need to pull out the Sigma Ambiance palette, and then I go for something else. Kelly, you need to use the Sigma Ambiance palette, and then I go for something else. So I'm like, you know what? I need to pull it out. I need to use the Sigma Ambiance palette. I need to decide if it's an eyeshadow palette that I'm going to keep in my collection, or will it be used better in a new home? Because I remember really liking the shades. I thought the quality was great and I liked the looks that I created. I really don't have a reason as to why I haven't been using it, other than I just haven't. So here we have it, my basket full of goodies. I'm gonna keep them in this basket right here. I'm gonna keep it on this little cart right here to remind myself to use these items. And then over the next few weeks, I wanna put them to use, and I kind of want to like gather my thoughts and see if I'm going to keep them or not. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I want to do a follow-up video. Like, do y'all care? Like, do you want me to come back in like a month and tell you my thoughts? This isn't necessarily like a project pan. I'm not trying to like use these items and use them up. This is honestly like a genuine like, you haven't used these, Kelly, so you need to type of thing. And then decide, like, am I gonna keep it? Am I gonna get rid of it? So if you wanna follow up, let me know. But otherwise, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.